On this edition of 24/7, we focus on one of the most amazing and vibrant areas for business in the country today, the exciting Southeast, from the Carolinas to Georgia. Welcome to Atlanta, and I'm sure you recognize Centennial Olympic Park. To give you some idea of just how hot Atlanta is for business, more new jobs have been created here in this area in the last 3 years than any other region in the country. And of course, this is the home to such familiar names as United Parcel Service, Delta Airlines, CNN, and Coca-Cola, just to mention a few. On this show, you're going to meet some of the most amazing and interesting businesses and professional services in America today. Now, this is the kind of story I love. It's one that allows me to relive my childhood fantasies. I don't know about you, but I have always had a yen to drive a steamroller. Don't look now, folks, but I'm actually having a chance to live out that fantasy. Watch out, everybody. If you get in my way now, I'll flatten you like a pancake. Welcome to Atlanta, and an inside look at the seemingly simple, but what in reality is a very complex business, the business of asphalt paving. And we are going to learn about it now from one of the true masters of the trade, David Wine, who is the owner of A&A Asphalt Paving of Marietta, Georgia, located just outside Atlanta. Most of us don't pause to think about it, but every year some 500 million tons of asphalt is produced here in America. Official estimates are that we have more than 2 million miles of roads that are made of asphalt, and that doesn't include the endless miles of parking lots. The fact is, asphalt remains the most economical means of paving virtually everything from runways at international airports to residential driveways, which is what we are watching in progress right now, as the team from A&A Asphalt is repairing an old existing driveway. And the man overseeing the operation is the owner of the company, David Wine.
This is a Permaflex type asphalt that is it's made at 175 to 225 degrees. That is a material we put on existing asphalt driveway that has been cracked up or old. This process doesn't allow the cracking to come back through the asphalt that was existing here. So it's like a taffy. It will bend, but it won't break, and it doesn't allow the cracks to come back through quite as fast.
And what is it all composed of?
This is a 57 stone and a liquid tar asphalt that they dry and wash the stone through a drum, heat it with fire, and then they mix it into a hopper that it allows the liquid coat to get to the rocks. And then it's put into a bin and dropped into the back of a dump truck.
So is this a different mixture than normal asphalt would be?
Oh yeah, yeah. This is strictly just for saving older type asphalt, yes. It's a stronger material that allows the topping coat to stand up on it.
And will this last longer?
Yes, absolutely. I've had jobs that last 7 to 10 years with it.
Wow, that's pretty good length.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
How hot is this stuff when it's being laid down?
When it's actually laid, this is probably around 175 degrees on this type of mix. On the top coat mix will be 350 degrees.
What's the key thing you have to look out for when you're doing this?
Make sure that it's level and smooth, fill all the indentions, low places that were in the driveway before we arrived, and to get a good thick coat and compaction on it that's real important, as I stress, is always to get a good compaction on the material.
And you do a lot of that obviously with what is that, the steamroller?
That is a 6 to 10 ton roller, and it has a vibratory system on it that'll allow it to pack 15 tons per square inch of a spot. Like if it sat still, it would vibrate in one spot, and it would be 15 ton of compaction in that one spot. But as it moves, it packs and vibrates.
Now, is this finished?
No, sir. No, sir. We still have a 1 inch top coat to go over the top of this, and that would be our final product right there.
How did they lay this so carefully and so precisely?
It's the screw on the man turning the screw on the back of the paver that's operating the machine controls your depths of the asphalt. You can turn that screw 2 times and you'll move 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch. So, I mean, it adjusts itself. You want it to kind of ride and make a level surface with it at all times. You don't want to be running your screw up and down, but you do in areas that are real uneven, they'll keep with the flow of the landscape that we're dealing with.
But I gather this is very tricky work, isn't it?
Yes,
it's not.
yes.
It's a lot more complex than it looks.
Right, right. Yeah, these men have got 15 years experience running these machines. You have to be able to see a grade. You have to see your levels in what you're doing. You don't just, like I'm saying, you don't run it up and down. You want to make a nice, smooth driving surface for a person. So you want them to see that grade. They have to know their business.
For David Wine and his team, jobs such as this are his specialty. And the fact is, he is one of the very few licensed Permaflex dealers in the Atlanta area, gives him a big advantage over his competition. Permaflex is regarded as the best asphalt product on the market for overlaying existing damaged asphalt roads and driveways.
Well, it's pretty important for the Permaflex overlay because it's a special made material, and we're one of the 10 people in the state of Georgia that do that.
His company's specialties include residential and commercial asphalt paving and repairs, as well as concrete flatwork, curb and gutter grading, and, as we see here, seal coating and striping parking lots, such as this one here at Atlanta's Stone Mountain. And in case you wonder if there are advantages of using asphalt over concrete, Dave has a ready answer.
Asphalt is a lot cheaper to install than it would be for concrete, and it's easier to maintain. We can put a sealer on the asphalt to freshen it up and keep it looking good for many years. Concrete, if you get cracks in your concrete, you have to cut it and dig it out, and then you have patchy looking spots that it doesn't blend in good. And concrete, the difference of for time period, they're close to the same. An asphalt driveway will last just as long as a concrete driveway.
Here at Stone Mountain, David Wine and his team are applying a seal coating to a recently paved parking lot. Rick Banks, the company's sales and project manager, explained just what it is for.
Well, the seal coating is a maintenance and a cosmetic item for the asphalt. It protects the new asphalt from the elements such as rain, sun. Also, it'll bring it together. It'll bring the job together, bring the asphalt job together and make it look more uniform.
You know this business really well. What do you think it is that makes this company so unique, so good?
Well, David and I pay great attention to detail, especially with residential. We pay a lot of attention to design issues. As far as commercial jobs, bigger jobs, I think our experience provides a lot of problem solving when we are on the job. You know, you have to make field adjustments sometimes to make the job turn out properly. And between Dave and I, we have 25 years experience. We also have a foreman who has 25 years experience himself, so we use that every day to give the best job that we can. And every job is important to us.
So there you are, an inside look at the complex art of paving with asphalt, as practiced by the experts at A&A Asphalt Paving. I'm Doug Llewellyn reporting from Atlanta.